No right to talk. God. Now I'm just not going to help you with any future investigations. You know.
I was going to say, let's mix it up a bit and do
in
some...
a fit of pique.
Let's do some chat friends.
Chat friends?
Yeah, let's see. Austin is yelling, Nick, Nick. Damn it, Nick.
It's just sad to think that Austin's last thoughts were probably, is he really killing me with this quail?
He's probably just, like, impressed at the end. Like, damn, dude. Like, nice.
A quail is a really small bird, right? It's like the size of your hand.
Yeah, they're very small, which makes it even more
frozen.
impressive.
How did he do it? Did he just force it into Austin's mouth or something?
Well, it might have been frozen, like, so hard that he could use it as, like, a blunt object.
Or as a stabbing tool.
Somehow. Put Will in there.
Yep.
Little Pixel Kaiser.
Who else? Who else is in here?
Emotional hobo.
I put them in.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back in just 1 second.
Sure.
This is where the delay really gets us.
Oop,
I like that Stealth 20k was like, I came into the stream with frozen into someone's mouth. Talking about quail murder.
Soltron?
Yep, just put them in there.
Oh. I should probably pay attention to things.
That's okay. I don't know if Tart
Devious vacuum.
Okay. Fu4ow was murdered. I didn't put the 4 in there because I didn't think it would let me. Body was removed by persons unknown from the murder scene. You are now standing at the front door of the Owl estate. Appropriate.
The Owl estate.
Emotional hobo looking underneath the chair cushions.
It's a really good mental image. Like, just that sentence. Wow. Rude.
Pixel and I spent the entire evening together in the butler's room. Of course, it comes as no surprise that you would suspect me. I'm sure the others have told you just how much I hated Fu. But just try to prove that I did it. Just try.
Wow. A challenge.
This is a lot more colorful when you're taking chat names.
Yeah.
Like an emotional hobo just told you he did not kill Fu.
Someone want to be Will?
I'll be Will.
Sure. Okay.
Emotional and I spent the entire evening together in the butler's room. You've got your work cut out for you on this one, Inspector. None of us cared much for Fu, and that's the truth. Frankly, whoever did it deserves a medal.
That checks out. That checks out.
Yeah.
We need a magnifying glass. Andy Claire attempting to
drill. That's an awful way to go.
Some was drilling into the safe, it looks like.
And
this person's just picking a lock right in public.
Fu4ow was murdered. We don't know by who yet. Andy's not paying attention to me. Someone want to be Andy?
Sure. I'll be Andy. Andy sighs heavily and replies, I spent the entire evening with Jim in the parlor. Of course, we both despised Fu, but then so did everyone else in the house. Frankly, I think you should just leave well enough alone. Now let me please get back to my Hamtaro game.
I locked it in this desk.
By accident. Ooh.
Oh, magnifying glass.
It was not the drill. That's good. Someone's been ironing. Okay. Not the tuba.
It's never the tuba.
Tuba
Not the
question,
tuba.
Art. Do you think you could murder someone with a tuba?
Absolutely.
Like, no question about it.
No question about it. It's big and it's metal and it's heavy. Like, if you could get it above you, like, if you could lift it, you could kill someone with it.
Have you?
If you put
Did you play the
No,
tuba,
go on.
Art?
I did.
Yeah, Art's like a tuba virtuoso.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know.
He's so much of a tuba virtuoso that people just near him just start playing tubas. One time he was on the beach and some people were playing tuba on the beach. Like
True
somebody else
story.
might bring a guitar. They're like, I'm just gonna bust out some Wonderwall on this acoustic guitar while the dude on the tuba over there is. It's great. If I could play the tuba, I'd play it on the beach all the time.
Same, actually.
And to be clear, I mean literally all the time. I would not take a break.
That would just be your life. You'd be tuba beach guy.
Yeah, tuba
That's
beach
like
guy,
a
yeah,
good thing to
absolutely.
aspire to, honestly. Like, I would want that to be my legacy.
Well, it's just it's a good thing to keep in mind on days when I'm feeling a bit low. I just think to myself, look, Jack, just picture the image in your head. You know, well loved. You got a beach. You got a tuba. That's all you need.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd talked to that guy.
Yeah, like, I want that guy to be my friend.
For real. So that
Well,
bottle.
no,
Over in
just
Santa
said-
Monica.
Soltron just said, also, please, YouTube, I hope you have a video of someone playing Wonderwall on a tuba.
Oh, there has to be.
The first
there's
thing
no
my
way that doesn't
parents
exist.
did when I started playing the tuba was compose "Smoke on the Water" for me
Oh
on
my
the
god.
tuba. So, like,
No.
before I could play any other song, I could play "Smoke on the Water" on a tuba, while my parents laughed and laughed and laughed.
At this point, was the tuba like 4 times bigger than you or something? Were you like tiny at this stage? Playing
Yeah, I
Smoke
was
on the Water
11,
on-
so yeah,
Aw.
I was pretty little.
Do they make?
I had to hold it across my lap instead of up and down. Like, that's something you get as you grow into a tuba-ing.
Do they make different sizes of tubas? Because I know when I played violin, they had to get me a real tiny violin.
They're different sizes, but they're different keys, so it's a little more
Okay.
complicated. But in the early goings, it is like the small people get the smaller ones, and the big people get the bigger ones.
Okay. So that bottle of cooking sherry was the murder weapon, and we're gonna question Soltron now. And examine the floor, actually. Let's do that first. Oh, this was... They didn't even move the murder weapon from the murder room. Okay.
Lazy.
Maybe Soltron's the murderer.
I mean, it would seem to fit.
Jim and I spent the entire evening together in the dining hall. Now, is that all you wanted to know? I really would like to go lie down if you don't mind. All this murder business is giving me a splitting headache. Somebody else used Jim Bob for their
Yeah, that
Alibi.
checked out, didn't it?
No, we haven't found Jim Bob yet. We gotta find Jim Bob and get to the bottom of this.
True.
Where are you? Aha! Jim Bob is hiding behind the bandstand. Who wants to be Jim?
What, the little
I'll do it.
interior bandstand that we have,
Yeah!
you know, in our house?
I spent the entire evening with Soul in the dining hall, so as you can see, I could have had anything to do with this heinous crime. Now why'd you go talk to someone who had reason to see food dead? Pixel, for example. He's calling you
Okay.
out well.
So, whoever was the other person who used Jim for their alibi, that's who it was. Who did we... So it's not Will. It's not Emotional Hobo. It's not Soltron.
I have a terrible memory. I would be the worst detective.
I can't believe we
Real detectives, write it down.
I can't believe I didn't think to write this down.
Oh my god.
Oh well.
I would like to point out that there are ample places in the chat where you can get YouTube videos of Wonderwall being played on a tuba.
The internet is a great thing. Oh! Oh, it was Andy! Gosh darn it.
Aw.
Why are these killers always so eager to stand up and take credit
I don't know.
at the end?
I think
Look, I mean, it's a lot of hard work murdering someone. So, like, you gotta, like, make sure someone appreciates it, at least temporarily.
Yeah,
Especially if you're doing it with a quail.
Yeah. Yeah. And a bottle of sherry is, you know, not something to brush off either.
Han says, wow, how could you, Andy? Okay, we have time for a couple more. Do we
I
want
hope
to
I don't get murdered.
do we want to do ourselves again, and then we can do some characters?
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do that.
During this game, everyone think of one fictional character you think you do a serviceable impression of, and then just
Oh,
have that
God.
ready for the next game.
Perfect.
Just utter silence now.
I know.
I
Like,
was
think of someone
joking,
who
but
isn't
now I'm
anime
not.
character.
Oh no, I think we absolutely should do that.
Arden was murdered. Sorry, Arden.
The Prince Estate has a really nice ring to it, though.
A tasteful floral design.
Yeah, see? Just all neon blue floral designs.
Yeah, this is very bright. Jack's napping. I'm gonna wake him up.
Hi, but I'm sorry. Kelsey and I spent the entire evening together in the sewing room, so I'm sure I can't help you with your investigation. You might want to check with Art, though. There's one person who had everything to gain by Arden's untimely demise.
All right.
The last time someone said that about someone, that person was the murderer.
Here I am.
Well, and then
what?
Kelsey's just breaking into a safe and picking the lock, so... Like,
I'm sure I have a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I'm looking for clues!
Okay. I spent the entire evening with Art in the ballroom. We were working on some private matters the whole time. Frankly, I have no idea what the other guests were doing when Arden was murdered. So either I'm lying or Jack is lying. We need to find Art.
Art.
Those private matters where they were
Look, I'm-
planning the D&D campaign that they DM.
I'm also more inclined to trust the person who's not trying to break into the vault.
Jack was taking a nap when you were
Yeah,
murdered.
but, like, that's not the same as actively drilling into a safe.
Well, I'm just, hanging out here spying.
Art, go ahead.
Oh.
I spent the entire evening with Kelsey in the ballroom, and I must say that we were both mortified to hear of Arden's death. Everyone was getting along so well. I just can't imagine who would have wanted to see Arden dead. Now,
Jack!
please let me go back to spying from this bandstand.
the best place for spying.
So does that mean that Jack did it?
Jack Super did it.
Oh God. Why
No,
does
I
this keep
didn't.
happening to us?
I didn't do it.
I'm not convinced. Keith turns to face you, replies, I spent the entire evening alone in the sewing room, but just because I was alone and just because everyone knows I hated Arden is no reason to single me out, is it, Inspector? That's
You
interesting.
think just because I hated someone?
Because Jack said that he and I were in the sewing room all night, so that also doesn't check out.
Jack didn't even check the sewing room sign-in sheet. That's how little regard he has for the rules of civilized society.
I don't care.
God.
I live life dangerously. I go in and I do some unchecked sewing. I mean, I make sure I put all the pins back in the pin cushion because, you know, but you know,
I mean, you're
I
not an
won't sign
animal.
that sheet. Yeah, I wouldn't sign that sheet.
This is the worst summer camp ever.
Nick turns swiftly and answers, I spent the entire evening with Janine in the parlor. Now, I've always fancied myself a bit of an investigator, Inspector, and after a great deal of consideration, I've concluded that it's really Kelsey you should be talking with.
Rude.
These people are always wrong.
I know.
These seem to be orange preserves imported from Britain.
Suspicious.
Hi.
Yeah.
That's why I kept killing you.
Oranges?
I really wanted your orange preserves.
Now, I'm
I'm
not
the
the
only one that
biggest
can-
British agriculture expert, but I don't know that they grow oranges there.
We super don't.
You never even.
Our
Oranges aren't
climate
even
is
real, though.
Oranges
They don't
aren't even
exist.
real. No,
Oranges
that's
aren't
true.
even
I mean,
real in England.
think about it. Have you ever eaten an orange? I
I've-
certainly haven't.
Oh,
Yeah, Jack, we eat oranges
What?
all the time. That's just...
Uh
come
oh.
on.
It's a little tight in here. I'm sandwiched
Okay.
between.
Just all stand in a line. I guess I'll stand here.
We're gonna do a eeny meeny miny mo. Settle this.
How did you come to suspect me? Sure, I killed Arden, and right here in this tiny room that you're now locked in. Though how you managed to figure it out, I'll never know. The case... Oh, I didn't say that, but...
285 moves. That's our best yet. We rank as a professional sleuth. I'm surprised, frankly.
I would really love it
I know,
though
that was
if
good.
after the killer confessed to it, then they said the case is closed after 285 moves. You're a professional sleuth.
Yeah,
You
they just
sure
start
got
clapping
me.
for you.
Also-
Congratulations.
I don't know if I pointed it out, but Jack killed her with a needlepoint frame.
Ugh.
That's also impressive.
I don't know how that
It's like-
happened.
It's like killing somebody with a pop shield. How the hell?
Find a way.
I'm just looking at it right now. You
Oh my
can't
God.
smother
I-
them
also,
with it
I
because
like
those
that-
things are permeable.
I like that this means that Kelsey was just like breaking into my safe after death, like unrelatedly. Like she didn't even
You
like
didn't-
kill me. She was just like,
taking the
oh well, no
opportunity.
one's.
I am nothing
Can't
if
take
not.
it with you.
Yeah. Karka asks, is this game online? Yes. I will put that link in chat while everybody thinks of their fictional character.
Oh no!
Oh, I got
Wait,
mine
we were
already.
supposed to be doing that instead of making dumb jokes?
I can only do
Multitask.
one thing at a time.
I can't think of any British characters at all when put on the spot.
I want you to know
Okay.
there's a lot of British fictional characters.
I can't think of... I don't think there have been.
Harry Potter. All of them. They're all British.
Yeah.
There you
So-
go.
The first time that my little brother met my husband, who is British, the first thing that he said to my husband, my brother was like 6 at the time, he was just like, "You sound like Harry Potter." I got so excited, and my husband was like, "No, we don't have the same accent at all." And I was like, "Okay, but to a 6-year-old American child, yes, you do. Like, suck it up. You sound like Harry Potter now." So.
Man, I can't even begin to place what Harry's accent is and how he talks. I think it's a received pronunciation, but I don't know how. I don't know how he talks.
Soul Trance's Jack Doctor Who Dekey.
Everybody else go. I'll think of something.
Alright. Nick, who do you got?
Dean Kane.
Okay. Is it Cain?
Yep.
Okay. I'll be Buffy.
I think you'll find her surname is the Vampire Slayer. I've seen 5 minutes of that show.
I don't think that would fit in the box.
Oh my god.
I would like to be Walter and Perry from Home Movies. You can just put first name Walter, last name, and Perry.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I hope Austin's still here. He's not.
Well, we're on a 40-second delay. He might be.
I could double up.
Oh yeah, we do need 7. So
Yeah. Put in Yoda. Yoda Green Man.
Good Green Man.
That's his actual name.
I can't impersonate him,
Uh-huh.
but someone should put Solid Snake in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. First name Solid, last name Snake.
I could probably do a terrible
I think
Solid Snake.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one. I think that won't be a
Right,
that won't be a problem.
Glad someone can do this for me.
Andrew Clare in the chat says, "Jack, it's the Vampire Slayer's monster, actually."
Oh my god, that's so good.
I'll do a callback to a bit that very few people. I'll do Chris Russo, but if you'd fit Mad Dog in there, Chris Mad Dog Russo. Oh wait, it's not. Yeah, that's it. That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
Chris Russo.
wow. Okay.
I suppose I'll be old-timey Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. Dean Kane was brutally murdered only hours ago. The body was removed by persons unknown from the murder scene. You are now standing at the front door of the Kane estate. The door is open.
Ah, nuts. I was really looking forward to showing off my Dean Kane impersonation that I've been working on.
We can... I mean, you could do the narration in Dean Kane if you want.
Restart the whole thing. It's pointless.
Just keep going.
Here, you can read the next thing. There you go. Do Dean Kane.
I don't actually have a Dean Kane impersonation. That's the whole.
No one knows what Dean Kane sounds like. You could have done anything.
Oh my god.
You have entered the living room. A large divan sits in the middle of the room. Many overstuffed chairs are arranged around the edge of the room. A bronze statuette sits on the coffee table. I'm Dean Kane.
I was taking a drink and then you started talking and I almost died.
Oh no. We almost had an actual murder mystery.
And you did it again.
Okay. I spent spent the entire evening with Sherlock in the dining room, and I simply cannot believe that anyone in this house would have had the bad taste to commit murder. Though I sometimes think that Walter is capable of almost anything.
Good spot there, Buffy. Have you seen the later seasons?
Solid Snake's making a sandwich. Oh wait.
You know how it is.
Examine lamb. Okay. Questions. Solid. Okay.
Solid
Please
laughs
wait,
lightly
before
and
you-
replies,
Before you do
Wait.
this, please imagine Solid Snake laughing lightly, because I literally can't.
Just a little
picture
titter.
that. Yeah.
Giggly snake.
Sorry.
Walter and I spent the entire evening together in the kitchen. Why I didn't even find out about Dean's death until right before you arrived. Isn't it awful? Who do you think could do such a thing? Metal Gear?
Wait, I wasn't even... I want to make sure we know his motive.
I know, I was too distracted.
Okay, so Solid Snake is using Walter and Perry for his alibi, and so is Buffy. So we need to find Walter and Perry. Oh, hello, Walter and
No,
Perry.
Buffy just fingered Walter and Perry.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So what was Buffy's? Okay, we'll go back to Buffy at some point, I'm sure. Alright. Alright, you're up.
Oh no.
I spent the entire evening with Solid in the kitchen, so as much as I wanted to see Dean dead, I just didn't have the opportunity. Now why don't you just cross my name off your silly little suspect list? That wasn't right. And go pester someone else.
I had to briefly mute myself because I choked laughing.
That was good, Perry! You did a good thing!
Thank you, Walter. Finally, some good roles for women.
They absolutely did it.
Let's go make a sandwich. You want to make a sandwich? Walter, you want to make a sandwich? Yes.
Oh my god.
Yep, Perry.
I'll let you lick the jelly off my fingers.
Just shout across the room to Buffy.
Oh, Sherlock was Buffy's motive, okay.
And he says we have to do a full home movies round. I think we need Austin and Keith for a full home movies round.
We can get them in here if they're around. For the
We
last...
need a Coach McGurk.
Oh, it was the egg again, okay. What? Where is everybody? Oh, Sherlock Holmes, hello.
Be right back.
Nothing unusual about the floor.
Rats.
Why don't you mind your own business?
No, I'm gonna come over here and question you again. There we go.
I spent the entire evening alone in the dining room. I realize that's not much of an alibi, but you must believe me when I say I had no reason to kill Dean. No reason at all.
Buffy did it.
So it was Buffy.
It was Buffy!
Murder has grown suspicious.
Hey there, Inspector. I spent the entire evening with Yoda in the conservatory. Let me tell you, I deeply resent being questioned about Dean's death. There is simply no way that I could have killed Dean. We were much too close. How about those Yankees this year?
I need someone looking at the floor. Ah.
We
This
haven't
is
found
it?
Yoda.
No! Oh! We... Oh.
Oh no.
Dang it. Let me satisfy your curiosity, Inspector. I killed Dean in the guest room with the marble egg, and now I intend to dispose of you. Goodbye, Inspector.